Hi team, welcome back to my class. And before of this class, what we had discussed about the IAM, what is the use of IAM, what are the services which we got from the IAM, so how to restrict the users, so everything we had discussed on the IAM class. So in this session, we are going to discuss about the practical section. So how to create the EC2 means IAM user, like that everything we are going to discuss on this class. Anyway, just I'm going to open IAM console. Here we have four different things: groups, users, roles, policies, everything we have here. So here my target is, so as discussed in the earlier classes, we have two types of users. One is root user, the second one is IAM user. Root user is the owner of the account. And coming to IAM user, IAM users are the users within this AWS account. Okay, they have the restrictions, they have the permissions based on the permissions which we had been set for that particular user. So based on that permission only, he will be able to perform those specified tasks. So how we are going to set the permissions, how we are going to create users, how we are going to groups, everything we will see on this. Okay, for example, I'm going to create users. So just click on users, and here there is no users. If you want to check it, just go to dashboard, and here, yes, users groups, nothing. Okay, here there is no users. Just I'm going to create one user, and the username is user1. Okay, what I'm going to provide for the user1 is I will provide the console access to him. Okay, I'm going to select the second option. If I click the first option, I'm going to use the one more service, identity center. So I'm not going to use that service right now. I'm just clicking on the second one. I want to create an IAM user. The username is user1, and I'm providing the access to console. Okay, if I want to set the auto generated password, it will automatically generate the password, but right now I just want to create the normal password. How I will set user1 at the rate 1234. You can see user1 at the rate 1234. Okay, users must create a new password in next sign in. I don't want to enable this condition. Okay, just click on next. Here here what we can see, add user to the group. Did we have any groups here? No, it is not at all created. And copy permission. From where I need to copy? If I have any existing user in my AWS account, if I want to copy the permissions, whatever these he's holding, to the user which I am going to create now, so I am going to use this copy permissions option. But unfortunately, this is the first user which I am creating. No user has been created yet. Okay, so this is the attaching policies directly. Suppose while creating the user, if I want to attach any policies, so totally how many policies we have? 1177 policies. These policies are not created by me. These are the policies which has come to us as a default by the AWS. So AWS will provide some default policies to us. So if we want to use those passwords, those policies, we can use. Otherwise, if I want to create a new policy, then at the time also I will be able to create the new policy as per my requirement. So these are the default policies which are available in the AWS account. So I am not going to select any permission. Okay, I am not selecting. Just I am going on, click on next. Okay, the username is user1, and the password is custom password that I had been set it, and no password reset required when the user is make the first login. So no permission has been added. So create user. Once user has been created, just download .csv file. Okay, this will provide the username and password credentials to us. So for the sake of a safety purpose, I'm just download the .csv file. Okay, and how to log in? So from my end, I logged into my AWS account as a root user. After logging into a root user, what I will done, I had created one IAM user. So what I had been provided, I had provided the console access, but I didn't give any permissions to him. So how I will log on? Just copy the URL and go for any other browser and just paste it. So here you will get a login screen. So up to now we have logged as a IAM user, means root user. So this is my account ID, and what is my username? User1, and the password user1 at the rate 1234. Okay. Will I able to log on into this mission? Yes, definitely I will be able, because of this is the user which I had created. Okay. Okay, done. So did I provide any permissions to this user? Not at all. Suppose I'm going to try create one EC2 instance. It will not allow me to create this EC2 instance because of I didn't provide any permissions for this user. So that's why it's showing I don't have permissions to do anything. So can we check it? No, API error. I'm getting the API error. Means it does not allow me to create anything because of I don't provide any permission for this user. Okay. Okay, return to user list. So right now, what happened? I had by default I had created one user one don't have the permission. So because of this, he don't have permission. He will not be able to do any task. So what I will do? So I just want to provide permissions to him. So add permissions, add permissions. What the permission I will provide? Can I add any? Can I add my user in any group? Of course, I will be able to add him into any group, but unfortunately what happened here, up to now I didn't have created any group, so that's why I can't. So instead of doing that, what I will do, I will attach the policies directly. What the policies? AWS has already provided some default policies now, so we are going to add that policies. So what I will add right now, administrator access. Okay, so by clicking the administrator access, I click on next, add permission. Okay, again go to you. So what happened? Administration access has been provided for this user. So right now I'm going to check. So in right now the permission has been provided. So what if I want to create any EC2 instance, then I will be able. So if I click here, yeah, here I will be able. Means based on the permissions which I had been provided, which I had been imposed on above the user. So based on that, the user will get the permissions to do that specified tasks. Okay. At the same time, here user is there. User have the permission, and what others? I had provided the permission, administrative access policy. At the same time, group. I don't have any groups. Suppose I'm creating user one more user here. User two. Here for user two, also I'm providing the console access, and custom password is user2 at the rate 1234. If you want to see our password, you can see. And password change is not required, then I'm not attaching any policies. Fine. So I am going to create one user. So total how many users created right now? Up to now we had created two users. Okay. At the same time, I'm going to create groups. I'm going to create one group. So group name is G1, group 1. So in the group 1, what the permission I will provide? I will provide the EC2 access. Okay, just click on enter. So what I will get, Amazon EC2 full access. Okay, create group. So group has been created. Group is nothing but collection of identical users. So if I want to provide the similar type of permissions to multiple users, what I will do, I will create one group with the certain permissions which I want to provide. So once the group has been created, I'm going to create the users for whom I want to provide the similar type of access. Okay, this is the condition. So suppose right now I didn't attach any permissions to user 2. So I will do one thing. I will add user 2 to the group. So G1. Okay. Right now what happened? User 2 is the member of group 1. Okay. And just check, just check. So here I logged as a logged one, sign out. So right now what I will do, I will log in this portal as a um just a moment. This is no copy. This is account ID. Okay, so account ID I will copy here, and just now I am logging as a user 2. So user 2 at the rate G, sorry, user 2 at the rate 1234. Okay, if you want, you can check. Okay, right now I have logged in as a user 2. So user T is a part of which group? Group 1. And group 1 has a which permissions? For EC2 full access. Right now, what I will do? So I'm going to create S3 services. So later, for everything, the services which I spelled here, we will every service we will cover. So just please be patient in the further classes. So nothing but it's not required. It's not required. It's not required. Console home IAM users. So I'm trying to access IAM. Is it possible for me? Because of I'm not getting permission. I am only able to create the EC2 users only. So I will not be able to do any task other than that. I hope you guys understand my point. So right now what I will do, I'm going to use the EC2 services. So here what I will do, will I able to create? Definitely, yes. Here I'm getting the page and I will be able to create the EC2 instances. This is because of the user T is the member of group 1. Okay, fine. And coming to roles, we have different types of roles are available. Okay, this is AWS service role for auto scaling. There are different roles are available, and at the same time policies. So as we discussed earlier, we have different default policies are available in the AWS account. So for coming to if I want to, if I don't want to use the default policy, what I want, my requirement is to create a new policy. So how to create? Just click on create here. We have two things. By using the visual thing, by using the graphical user interface, I am going to create policy as well as JSON. JSON stands for JavaScript or notation. So either what are the things which are required. So for your sake of comfortability, I am showing towards visual. For what service I am going to create the policy? I need to select the service. Which service? Suppose I am going to create the EC2. Actions allowed. What actions to be allowed? For allow actions, I am creating a policy, or for deny actions, I am creating a policy. It is based on our option. I am creating the policy for allow actions. Access level. All list actions. Okay. And read all read actions. Okay. And write options, everything, write options also I will mention. So write, okay, fine. Tagging, all tagging. Okay, all. Okay, next. So here, this is the specific. Okay, next. So in this way also we can be able to create the policies. So this is all about the IAM. So by using this IAM, we can do everything. We can restrict the users. We can limit the users. Nothing but restriction. Restriction means limit. We are going to limit the users to perform their tasks. Okay. This is the usage of IAM. Thank you.